Thanksgiving. Hello, and welcome to this part of the pond, where it's the bullfrog and the one and only Newt.
Base refill at 100,000 subscribers.
Because I'm an idiot. Happy?
Those subscribers would be a great present for us. And for you, during Christmas, when you open that up and you see that face, you go, oh, what a nice gift. But we're not talking about Christmas. This is Thanksgiving time. And by George, Thanksgiving deserves a hero. Why do you say that, Bullfrog? Take a look at the month of November. Heck, look at the month of October. Christmas commercials were happening once October began this year. I am not kidding. Christmas. I love Christmas. I enjoy Christmas. I love Christmas music. I just prefer it the day after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is suddenly becoming the season of Christmas and also the eve before Black Friday. No. Here in the pond, we do our best to stand up for the holiday that is Thanksgiving. And by George, we will defend it. But Bullfrog, for you in particular, what's the point of Thanksgiving? Every Sunday for you is Thanksgiving. You're right. A huge family every Sunday, basically, coming over for a big meal. So, you can't really do things. How do you celebrate Thanksgiving when Thanksgiving's every Sunday, basically? I'll tell you how. Growing up, we always watched movies. And I thought, why don't we celebrate Thanksgiving that still? Movies, more than just movies, certain type of movies. Thanksgiving doesn't have a certain section of film dedicated to it. Not that much. So we of the pond decided, by no authority, because there is no authority, to make classical films Thanksgiving films. And this year, for Thanksgiving Classical, we highly recommend that you enjoy The General. That's right, a black and white Buster Keaton classic. Buster Keaton is one of the three tenors of silent film. Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, and the other guy. Together, they are responsible for American film comedy, and also a lot of American film, and also film in general. Praise to the three tenors. And this is Buster Keaton's. What is The General? Well, let's hop in the DeLorean, turn it up to 88 miles per hour, and set the time for 1926. All right, in the year 1926, Buster Keaton came up with The General. This black and white silent classic. Well, let's talk about silent films. People think they don't talk. They do. Yeah, you have those title cards that have their words. Those are not as common in the film, but they do speak. And to use the clip from Hitch,
60% of all human communication is nonverbal.
There you go. Conversation is mostly nonverbal than verbal. And growing up, I had to learn this. I actually got better around my mid-20s. But this is a good way to learn of how to understand nonverbal cues and how nonverbal conversations work. You can see what they're saying by gesture, by action, by movement. You gotta understand people through that. It's universal. And this film, The General, what's it about? What's the story? Now we can get into that. We have the disclaimer done. This movie is during the Civil War, and our hero is a Southerner. God bless those people. This young man has two loves, his engine and his lady, who is being played by Marion Mack. And this guy. He's kind of a simpleton. And, well, Simpsons will say it.
I was a grade A moron.
Yeah, he's kind of a dope, stupid. But he has this lovable charm about him. So he kind of gets a slide from an absolute moron to quite the charmer in a way. He has this balance. And through this balance, he has earned Marion Mack, who has a father and brother. Of course, this is the South during the Civil War. You know what that means. The North is coming. Now, this movie does something interesting. Our hero, John Gray, being played by Buster Keaton, if you haven't noticed, he is fighting. He's not fighting for the South. He is not fighting for slavery. He is fighting because of a pair of eyes and a smile that goes, "Are you gonna fight?" "Yes, I will fight. I'll fight for you. You, my dear lady. I will be your knight in shining armor, in gray and gold, to fight the North for you. I'm doing this for you." And our little engineer gets denied.
Access denied.
Because he is a train engineer. He's far more valuable not holding a gun. He's more valuable in a train. But he isn't told that. So he gets denied to join 3 times. And once the father and son see him, and go, "Why don't you join us? Fight with us." He refuses because it was already refused. With this action, the father and son talk to their daughter. She is shocked and goes to her man and says, "Why won't you join?" "They won't let me. I won't talk to you unless you're in uniform." Talk about a love story, right, Newt?
Yep.
He's an engineer. It's not his fault. Really, it's not his fault. So what's our guy going to do? Well, in a year later, in the realms of Chattanooga, there you are. That had to be done. Our hero and Marion Mack see each other. She, however, won't look at her engineer. And our engineer is moping. But little do they know, Northern insurgents come and take his train engine, the General. And in the cargo bay, trying to find her things, Marion Mack is caught with them. Now our hero, both of his loves kidnapped and taken, must go beyond and more. Can he still earn the love that he once had? I don't want to spoil. That's the heart of the film. That's the point of the film. And hilariously enough, the film is an hour and 10 minutes long. There's this charm to it. Yeah, that happened. You're going to be saying that a lot in this silent film. That happened? That happened? Yeah, there was some movie magic, but at the same time, that happened. There's no digital effects, so they had that many people. They had that many horses. They had that much intricate of a battle. They really did build that dam. What could we achieve with practical effects? And also what can we achieve with CGI?
You know I can hear you.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, he may have Jar Jar moments, but his Jar Jar moments are just plain fun. They're not as annoying. Shut up! And yeah, it's a fun movie, and it's... How often do we see deliberately go out to watch a silent film? I highly recommend. It's like a time capsule. You open it up and you're looking at the past. And this is something that's close to 100 years ago. It's 2022. That was 1926. At the infancy of film. Very little green screen and tricks. Sorry, there's a level of charm to that. And they achieved that. It's just amazing. And you could watch this off of YouTube. And some YouTube channels are so low, you can watch this without ads. And I prefer black and white over colored versions, because with the black and white, it's not exactly black and white. There's this black, white, yellow type look, then there's a black, white, blue type look. They use this in this movie deliberately to show off day and night and light and shadow. It's very different. It's very interesting. So they used their colors in a black and white film for reasons. And the level of storytelling, I only heard this from the other guy. Again, Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, the other guy, the three tenors of silent film. The other guy sets up his stories in the sense of Act 1 is a guy being chased up a tree. Act 2 are the people are throwing rocks at our guy who's in the tree. Act 3 is the guy somehow gets down off the tree and he looks like a hero. That's him. This is Buster Keaton. He's more the realms of stunt and comedy work, where stunts, they have a plan or an accident happens on set. They embrace the accident on set and turn it into a stunt where it gets more and more bigger and bigger. So the question is, in this movie, which one of these stunts was scripted and planned out or began from an accident and evolved into a big stunt? Tell me, throw it down in the comments. And also, while you're down there in the comments, like, share, subscribe. And also, tell us what you thought. Do you agree with me that he's fighting for his lady, or is he fighting for the pride of the South? And that joke had to be put in there. And this is a movie, and a lot of you will go, Bullfrog, you do reviews. Tell us what you think. There's a charm to silent films, and they earn it. And how would we rate this film? Well, we rate films 1 out of 7. We want an odd number, because that odd number is the middle ground. 4 is the middle. And honestly, I consider this movie a 5. It's that fun, and it's way better than what it looks like. And I don't like that asterisk of silent films of they don't talk. They do, nonverbal. And also, there's this, that time box charm to them. And this is a good one, people. Highly recommend. And probably our next Thanksgiving video may be another one of the big 3. On January, we have a tradition of showing off lost gold. And if you feel like there's something, film, book, movie, or TV show, you feel like needs to be shown off a little bit more, put that in the comments too. It'll probably make it in the January Lost Gold bit. So go there. And until next time, this is the Bullfrog and the Newt telling our subscribers you're awesome and signing out. Really, I love our part of the internet. We have just been this small corner that's just enjoying with very little trouble. I love our subscribers. You are awesome.
Stormtrooper.
My lord.
Stormtrooper.
My lord.
Stormtrooper.
My lord.
Stormtrooper.
My lord.
Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper.
That's my joke. I'll kill you. Yeah!